Let's see, what do we got here? 2012 Ford Fusion 2.5 with a check engine light complaint. Let's see what codes we have in it. Waiting for it. Alright. We got a 442 for Evap system leak detected. Small leak in the Evap system. So this first thing we're going to do is probably go after the purge valve, since I know that's probably our issue, but obviously we got to test it. So let me get set up and we'll test the purge valve. Pretty easy checks. Purge valve lives right here by the intake, so we're just going to disconnect the electrical connector, take off our canister side. This one goes back to charcoal canister, and check to see if we got vacuum with the engine running without any control from the computer. And if we got a vacuum leak there, we're done. Needs a purge valve. Well, she's running. We're hooked up to our purge valve, and I've got it disconnected, and she's holding. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to command this on bidirectionally, exercise it a little bit, see if we can catch it in the act. If this checks out, then we need to go after the rest of the system. Alright, so we're going to go into engine and see what bidirectionals we have. Let's go to functionals, outputs, purge valve percentage. And right now we're at a 0% duty command. Let's see if they give us... I've had it running for a few minutes here just to get it warm. Just taking a quick peek at some data, guys. And of course, they're not going to give me what I actually want to look at. Why would they? Still holding. Let's bump her up to, we'll go to a 20% duty cycle. Probably help if we had it plugged in. There we go. So you can see we're purging. Let's take the bidirectional, or let's take the command away. We'll just disconnect it. Okay. And she's holding. Connected again. And we're purging. We're going to purge a little bit here. Take it away. And she's holding. Purge it again. And you can see, obviously we're able to pull a good vacuum. 20% duty cycle. Disconnect it. Shouldn't be purging. And she's holding. So, where do we go from here? We need to, I'm going to get the smoke machine. We're going to put pressure in the system. We're going to monitor the fuel tank pressure sensor and go after the canister vent valve and kind of monitor the rest of the system. And obviously, we're going to do a visual inspection all the way back for this small leak. So, not to say that the purge valve isn't intermittently sticking, but at this point, it's passing all the tests, at least, you know, mechanically speaking. So, next step, get the smoke machine. Now, some of you might be wondering why I'm going to go after, why I'm using the smoke machine, why I'm not using the scan tool and just looking at the data. There's more than one way to skin a cat, guys, and this is going to rule out everything. So, this is the way I'm going, and that's how it's going to be. So, we'll find the problem. Alright, she's smoking. We're going to hook her up. I just had to get a adapter to stuff in there. So I'm going to use this hose, pressurize the system. Let me get up the data PIDs here. So we got smoke rolling out the cap. and rolling out the vent, which it should be because it's venting right now. So a real quick test, we're just gonna go in. You can see we got Evap canister vent valve on off. Oh, I left my key off, hold on. Alright, key's on. Right now our vent is open, so if we command it on, it's gonna close the vent and all that smoke that we were seeing should go away. If it doesn't, then we got an issue. So let's command it on. And of course they're not going to give me fuel tank pressure sensor PID. Why would they? Alright, so let's see if that smoke went away. So this right here, guys, is our vent valve. It's been my experience that these connectors get extremely stuck on here from all the dirt, but right now you can see the vent hose runs up and into here. So right now we should have no smoke because I've got that vent commanded on, okay? And I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's still smoke. But that very well could be just some leftover. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I think I've already found the problem. Oh, look at that. Why am I getting smoke out of there? I shouldn't be. Let me pull this vent hose off real quick. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but if you listen, you'll hear the leak out of this capless system, okay? You can actually see the smoke coming out, alright? So that is one problem, guys. And if you look down in there, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, you can actually see the leftover fuel kind of bubble in there, right? So that's one problem. That's a quick fix. We're just going to take the funnel that they provide you with the spare, and we're going to exercise that little door there with a little brake clean and see if we can get her to seal back up. So let me do that quick. Alright, so just gonna ram it. Put a little more brake clean on there and we'll keep doing it until it's sealed. Alright, I think I fixed it. I'm listening. And I don't hear. I got the smoke machine rolling right now, guys. But after, spraying some brake clean down in there, spraying some brake clean down in there and blowing her all out and taking the funnel and exercising her a bit, she sealed right back up again. And a lot of guys would be like, well, you should replace that. Well, we're going to advise them of that, but sometimes they just get sticky. And I don't hear anything anymore. Now, we're not done there. We're going to still check this vent valve to make sure that's not sticking. And we don't get burned on that. So we need to make sure this system holds pressure. So I've got the smoke machine rolling right now. We're going to go back under and we're going to check that vent valve. Alright, guys. I don't know if you can see that or not. I hope you can. But see the smoke rolling out of the vent there? You see it all coming out, right? That's what it should be doing. Alright, I'm going to command it closed, and we're going to watch to see if that goes away, okay? So let me get the bidirectional up. Alright, let's command it on. Oh, I heard it click. So she should be sealed right now. And we want to watch to make sure, sorry for the angle here. We want to watch to make sure no smoke is roasting out of there. That's probably just a little residual there. Oh, I'm trying to get the light just right there. And the reason I'm checking this is because I don't want to get burned on a vent valve that's sticking, and I don't see. I do see a little bit coming out of there. Just a little bit trickling. So we kind of have a two-part problem here, guys. That vent valve is leaking. You can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it trickling out of there. So I'm going to command it open again, which is basically turning it off. There, you heard it. We should be rolling smoke. Oh yeah. There she comes. So that part is working, but she's not sealing up all the way. Let me command it back on, which is going to close the valve. I heard it click. Blow that smoke away. And see if she's still trickling. Hopefully you guys can see that. Sorry for... I'm laying on my belly, so it's hard to talk, guys. Hold on. Trying to get an angle there. And... yep, there it is right there, a little puff. And wait for it. Oh, there's another one. And we're done. She needs a vent valve. So we fixed the fuel cap issue. We're going to advise them that it was sticking. If that continues to be an issue, replacement's going to be necessary. But this vent valve, yeah, this vent valve's not closing all the way. You can see the smoke just puffing. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera or not. Let me see. I'm trying to look in the camera here. Hopefully it's picking it up. My light might be just a little too bright. There we go. Maybe you'll see it now. Get that shadow just right. Wait for it. Oh, I don't know if you can see it or not. But every now and then you can see just a little puff coming out the bottom of it. Wait for it. Oh, can you see that? I don't know if you can. Oh, let me go double check my smoke machine, make sure it didn't shut off on me. Yeah, it timed out. So we got smoke again. Let me see if we can catch it on camera here. Wait for it. Now again, the valve is closed right now, so it shouldn't be venting. And if you look, you're gonna see just a little puff come out of that. Oh, wait. Oh God, that is a really hard angle, guys, to get you at. Hold on. Alright. Maybe this angle's a little better. See if we can catch it. Well, maybe she sealed back up. No. Sure looks like a little bit of puff, a little bit of smoke coming out of there occasionally. There it is. Can you see it? Just tap it a little bit. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it on camera, but there it is right there. Did you see it? See it coming out? Very slow. That's a leaking diaphragm, so that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it for you, but you can clearly see the smoke. There it is right there. So this needs a vent valve, and we need to advise them of the cap issue, but that's fixed. I'll go double check that. Alright, well, I got the vent off without any casualties other than the bracket's extremely rusted. Getting a bracket today is probably not going to happen because it's going to have to come right from Ford. So we're going to have to try to reuse this rusty piece of crap. Not that I want to, but parts limitations due to this BS that's going on. But check this out. Hold on a second. So I tipped her up and from the vent side, which is this side here, you can see all the dirt accumulation I got inside the solenoid. So why did it fail? Gee, I wonder. So I gotta get under there and do some cleaning, but yeah, that's pretty full, and that's only some of it that came out. So, well, while we're waiting on parts on the Ford, I got another one, 99 Chevy Suburban with the old 5.7 inner. This has got the central sequential fuel injection in it. Kind of old school, right? The complaint on this one is hard start in the morning, but it starts fine, you know, when it sits for short periods. So we just got a hard start in the, you know, after sitting overnight. Probably a fuel issue, but we're gonna look at it, and I'm just gonna do a complete. I'm just gonna take a look at all the codes, if any, just so I can get some direction in that department. Alright, this might get a little long, but it is what it is. We are less than 8,600. Yes, there is an air pump. And, okay, so let's see if the engine's got any DTCs. I just want to look at all of them. No codes, okay. Alright, let's see if there's any history codes. None, okay. So that was just, you know, just a quick preliminary. I've already got the fuel pressure gauge hooked up to the Schrader, and I've got the key on right now, so we're primed, and she's bled down a little bit, but we're at about, well, it looks like 48 psi, so I'm going to check spec. And I think we're going to pull a current ramp on the pump right away, and we'll get a fuel sample. Alright, looks like the fuse we're going to be after is that ECMB fuse 20 amp in the underhood fuse relay box. You can see it splits off on that orange wire there and comes in to right here, and then when the relay is energized for the fuel pump, it completes the circuit. So we should be able to get an amperage measurement right at that fuse and get our current ramp from there. So the ECMB fuse is going to be that guy right there, right below the brake lamp relay, which is going to be that guy right there. Alright, she's hooked up. We're on a low amp 20 amp scale, 2 millisecond screen. Let's start this thing.